want to talk about why some of you really need to stop listening to YouTubers. Ever since I got into filmmaking, I've also witnessed the massive amount of influence YouTubers have gained over the past few years. It's now got to the point that camera manufacturers appear to no longer care about filmmakers, but more about how they can get influencers to persuade the filmmaking community to buy their products. So I want to talk about how I think it messed up the film industry and has been the most significant cause for the killing off of the Micro Four Thirds system, to the point that Panasonic stopped all Lumix Pro support for any of their Micro Four Thirds cameras or lenses. So let's start off with what they said were the issues with Micro Four Thirds. Poor low light, can't get a shallow enough depth of field, unable to get a wide enough field of view, and the biggest of all, autofocus. Well, the G8-5S killed the argument for poor low light, and the same goes for super wide aperture lenses, those ranging from f1.2 to f0.8, which also kills the idea for shallow depth of field, and the 7.5mm field of view on Micro Four Thirds has never been a focal length I've ever personally needed, but is there if I want. Another term I heard was to date the body and marry the lenses as a reason why you should not invest in native Micro Four Thirds lenses. But now YouTubers are selling their EF lenses in favour of RF glass, or insisting on wanting only E-mount if they shoot Sony due to the better compatibility between the lenses and the camera bodies. But the biggest issue for many was autofocus, for now cinema lenses to become all the rage that don't have any autofocus capabilities whatsoever. When it came to the FX5 or the Canon C70, they said once you experience internal ND, you'll never go back, to then sell those cameras for the red Komodo. I think what I'm trying to get at is YouTube is entertainment. And if you take these guys seriously, you find yourself spending money you don't have on things you don't need. From telling everybody to buy the Sigma Art 1.8 zoom lenses because of their sharpness, to now saying they want a lens with character that isn't clinically sharp, which is something Micro Four Thirds has always had with the Voigtlander Nocton lenses. Now, I don't really have too much of a problem with what they say, as I'll never tell another person how they should make a living. But a lot of you out there are making purchase decisions based on what they say for them to only switch to something else or back to the very same thing they convinced you to sell, and at a loss. What you have to remember is a lot of the gear these YouTubers get is on loan or given to them for free. Yeah, you've got the guys who do purchase their gear, but some of them never owned a full set of matching prime lenses until they got a set sent to them for free. Sometimes when I see G8-5 shooters selling off their gear, and because Micro Four Thirds is so adaptable, most of them have a completely mixed bag of lenses, which mean they never really had a complete Micro Four Thirds shooting experience, and therefore maybe are shooting on the wrong format to begin with. Anyway, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.